Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. I'm trying to make this video short and brief. I got my baby with me, so we're gonna see how this gonna turn out because she's very busy and likes to talk and stuff. So cherish. So I had this dream. I was at this place, and at this place, it's like me and a few others were all waiting for graduation, right? We were graduating. I don't know what we was graduating for. It was graduating, but if you know in the spirit, then it means something spiritual, right? So we were preparing for graduation. It's like graduation was happening so fast, right? To the point where we were like not prepared. We knew it was coming, but it's like when we was there, it's like, okay, y'all gonna it's this day. This day y'all gonna graduate. We're like, what? We ain't get our clothes on, we ain't get dressed. You know, for graduation we like to get ourselves dressed up. So I'm like, making sure I got the right clothes on, the right shoes. So I'm changing my shoes. And in the midst of me doing that, some of the other people had took off already and like left me behind. So they took off, and when they took off, I'm like, dang, they could have waited for me. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have waited or blah blah blah. Like we all just found out, so we're all on the back burner. Hold on, mommy. I'm like, we're all like got hit unexpected. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know it was gonna be this soon. You know, and this is like that. But like everybody left, so I was finishing up. So I was back left behind, walking behind everybody, and you could hear the graduation ceremony going on for others who had graduated, and it's like, shh, it's like that group I was in. They had already entered into that section where it was at. So I'm on my way, doing it right. As I get ready to get up in there, there is like no graduation ceremony where you're actually walking across the stage, and that's what we thought. We thought we was going to miss walking across the stage, but it was a little bit different. It was more like we had this folder, like file, in our and it basically told us if we passed or failed throughout the course. So it wasn't just like an assignment or a test that we was taking. It was like this was the final graduation of all that, like the us taking the whole class course, right? So in the midst, I'm rushing, and right when I get there or whatever, the people who are ahead of me, they was already sitting at their table, but it was a lot of them at the table, so it's like it wasn't no room for me. It wasn't no room for me at my at the tables where they were at because they were already filled up. Everybody had theirs. I was coming in late, right? So as I coming in late, the person who was issuing out the folders, right, that basically told us our course of everything was kind of like snotty or whatever. So when he came up, he was like, "Oh, I'm not grading anymore. I'm not doing this and that." Like basically saying it was closed. But I was like, I looked down and my folder was right there on the desk, and I was like, "Well, that's my folder right there on the desk already. Like so." You already graded. Like when I walked in, he was just grading it and then he put it to the side. So when I walked up, he's like, "Oh, I'm not taking any more. Like I'm not grading. Like it's basically like it's too late." You know what I'm saying? And I looked and I was like, "Oh well, that's my folder. That's my name. Whenever this is that." So he had no choice but to give me what was mine. So he gave it to me. He gave it, gave me the folder. And me, I'm thinking like I probably got like a C or something. So I'm thinking I got a C. But when I opened it up, I have an A on there, right? So, like, dang, I did better than what I expected to do. Like, okay, so at least I know I passed, but I passed with honors. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had an A. And I didn't get a chance to see what everybody else had because they were already sitting at their, like, sitting at tables together or whatever. So it wasn't no seat for me. It was one spot where it was all the way ducked off in the corner. And it was a nice little table or whatever. So I went and I sat down there. I was by myself. And it was another person from like the church that I go to. She was sitting there as well, but it's like I knew it wasn't her table. It's like she was saving a seat for me. Come on, Holy Spirit, as I be download, because I'm like, God, I need you to finish downloading with this dreaming. So it's like she was reserving a spot for me at this table, right? Knowing that I was gonna come. So I sat down and she started adjusting me. She was like, "Where do you want to sit at?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll just sit right here." And then she started moving the table and adjusting it to where how I would like for it to be. So once we got it adjusted, she ended up leaving, and she ended up leaving. Sorry, y'all. she ended up leaving and walking off and going somewhere else, but I was at the table by myself. So when I woke up, I'm like, I gotta figure out what this dream mean, God, whatever like that. So talking low too because I don't want to wake my granddad. But so going back, and as we backtrack, it's like when you think you're being left behind and everybody else are taking off and doing other things in their their day-to-day life, if they are already prospering and doing things, and you feel like you have left behind, just know God has a seat saved just for you, and he's preparing your own table, that you don't have to sit at tables with other people, that he's going to have a spot reserved just for you. Like, you're going to run into the destiny helper who has already prepared a table for you with your name on it, and you'll be able to adjust the table how you want your table to be adjusted. Like, you don't have to worry about fitting in somewhere else. You don't have to worry about sitting at other people's table. God is going to prepare a table just for you. So right when I was rushing, when everybody like had left me, I'm like, man, dang, like they couldn't wait for me. They, you know what I'm saying? They already took off. Like, we all already was late, but they was rushing, and me, I was taking my time because I wanted to be cute for my graduation. So I took my time while everybody was rushing. I already was taking my time, and in the midst where I thought that I missed the opening for me getting graded, my name was already stamped on the folder. Like, it was already sealed and ready to go, right? Saying that I complete the session. Like, I completed the whole it was graduation. So when you graduate, you did the whole school year. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this year I have been warring the whole year, man. And it's been test after test after test after test, assignment after assignment. And now God is like, this is your graduation ceremony. Like, you are graduating. Like, I'm preparing the table because you graduated. And when others were taking off and you feel like they have left you, I was preparing the table for you the whole time. So just when you think that people, they're rushing to get into their destiny, or they're rushing to do things, that you are waiting for me, that you took your time to get dressed, that you took your time to even change shoes for the proper attire, because I had on some different shoes and I wanted to put on my heels because I wanted to be cute, like it's graduation. So everybody else was rushing and they were gone. I stayed back and stayed behind, and I got prepared and I got cute. So when I walked in, it would match the attire of the ceremony, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when I walked in and everybody else was sitting at their own tables and they had their own tables, God set me apart. Like, he set me separate from everybody. I was in a corner, like a whole separate corner, and it was my table reserved just for me. And not only that, it was a person sitting there adjusting it for me, getting it ready for me. Like, do you want it this way or do you want it this way? Like, so in conclusion, God is preparing a table for you because you waited. You fought the good fight. You've been fighting. You've been hitting those assignments. You've been passing. You've been going to the next level. And now you have finally graduated. So you have graduated. God has your prize there for you. Get ready to step into tables that he had prepared for you all along. And be mindful that some people can't just go with you. Some people are not going to be able to sit at your table because God prepared this table special just for you, okay? So I love y'all. I hope this video hit somebody who needs to hit. I hope it's confirmation. If it is, leave it in the comments. I've been having dreams of me receiving keys. I've been having dreams of me getting inheritance from my ancestors. And some people know when we talk about keys, it's like keys to the kingdom and things like that. So if this is your confirmation, just comment, share this video if it come across to you or someone who you believe this word is for. Okay, so I love y'all. Y'all be safe, and until next time, bye.